Hi, I'm Kyle Sloan. This is my friend Cameron Siemens, and we're going to talk about some of the basic applications, some of the basic elements that we look for as we're getting into doing nage, komi, nage, waza type throwing applications in Judo. These are some of the things that during the first few months we'll try to cover with students to sort of get them set off on the right, down the right path. Most of the time that we spend in Judo in our program, we spend doing a form of moving uchi komi and then nage komi where we're just trading throws back and forth. This is where the majority of your time should be invested. There are special sort of resistive applications such as sute gaiko, where it's like I'm going to name a throw and Cameron decides he's just not going to let me have that throw, where I've really got to work on my setups and things like that as I'm fighting against a resistive guy. We also look at randori, where both of us are playing offense and defense at the same exact time. And then the fifth level of play that you'll see present in Judo is shiai, where it's just full-blown tournament play, just out for blood, you know, it's anything goes sort of play. So the majority of the time that we spend, like I said, is we do a moving uchi komi, and we also do a lot of nage komi. So as we get into that, things to look at, a lot of times people have a tendency to grip the same exact spot on the collar, regardless of how tall or short a person they're working with. Optimally, we should be gripping at shoulder height. So my shoulder height means that I'm going to be adopting a high collar grip with Cameron. If I start gripping low, then as I start to bring my hand to my shoulder, I'm trying to curl Cameron. Now, you know, I'm not a strong guy, not like I used to be, but I'm not going to curl this 180-pound monster with one arm. That's foolish to think so. Likewise, if Cameron adopts a high grip on me where he's gripping above his shoulder level, as his hand comes to his shoulder, he's actually, you'll see his center of gravity starts to lift up. My center doesn't go down. He's actually lifting himself in the air as he enters. So working at your shoulder height becomes a critical element. So the next thing we want to look at is posture. We tend to operate in a normal sort of posture where we're not dealing with the monster guys who like to be bent over. We just have a nice, relaxed posture. And you move with a nice, easy sort of natural movement. There's no, everything should be a natural motion as much as possible. I like to watch the feet. The analogy I use is if we happen to go down to the gun range, you kind of want to look at the target. And since I do a lot of foot sweep stuff, I tend to want to watch those feet. When you watch the feet, don't bend over, because you'll notice if you bend over and your nose goes out, your butt goes back, and now your center of gravity is sort of out here in front of you. Look down and sort of focus on his chest, and then look down your nose, and you should be able to see his toes just fine. And you'll notice, I've got great vision on both of his feet, and I'm not sacrificing my posture at all. So those are just a few of the things that we look at as we try to get folks, bringing them up to speed through just the basics of standing Judo work.